truly sets us free with the light that leads the blind to see. Voice of the word, voice for the good, voice of the hope for you and me. Voice of the word,
VWTV, ang telebisyon nga may misyon.
Voice of the world,
Kauguphan mga istihanon, kaugup hapag serbisyo, kabahyang hapagbaton han iyo mga pakyana, panginsayod han mga informasyon, bahin han mga natatabo, kasinarangan samar, igdalagay, binhiha programa, Serbisyo Probinsyal, Kaugop Niyo, kaugup liwat hapagpadayagan abon turismo, ngan kultura ha Eastern Samar, Serbisyo Probinsyal, Kaugop Niyo, Serbisyo Probinsyal, Kaugop Niyo.
Yes, good morning. Maupay nga oras sa atong natanan and welcome na atong programa Serbisyo Probinsyal.
Kaugop Niyo.
Today is June 14, ika-14 na hiton Hunyo. Isang araw na lang katunga na iton katunga nga bulan. Iton tuig 2023. Maupay nga agay ako po Manny Arago.
Maupay nga agay ako naman ni Neil Pinaro.
And of course, ini nga atong programa yung papadangat hatan ng provincial government. Pinagyan liderato hanaton maabtik ngan mabuligon nga gobernador Ben P. Everdone.
Sugan man liwat, papadangat ini hanaton Vice Governor Maricar Season Gotisan ngan han aton mga bukal, board members han probinsya han sinirangan sama.
And we would like to say good morning gyapon na naton Congresswoman Maria Fe R. Abunda. Di kami na darakay din aton probinsya tao iton una. So, good morning, Sir Neil.
Good morning, Sir Manny.
After nadudrungan nga mga patron, kumusta kita?
Wala din hiyan iba.
Wala din hiyan iba. Kami lang.
Over.
Kami lang adudu. Balita ko, the show must go on. Yes. Siring pangani, ano? And yun nga, belated, happy fiesta. Siya dito Barangay San Vicente, Sulat. Katalabaan. And of course, dito Sulangan. Llorente, Hahindang, Dimpa. Hamantang,
San Mateo.
Yes.
Dibinobo Island.
Oh, yeah, dami nga. Nagdudrungan.
Ngadto pa Alugan.
Yes, of course. Yawat unta nga naging malinang puson. Anaton pagsalinurog anaton kapatronan, syempre in honor hanaton.
At least siguro yan na wala na inatake nga ho pinggan. Gang.
Okay, sa balita mga kasangkayan. Medyo kaiba ito natin format this morning. Dara kay isang pangani natin naging busy yung ating mga kasalagabay din
Eastern.
Bulig Estehano News. Sanglit rin natin lanay news yan na. But anyway, we would just like to recap yung mga importante nga mga nahitabohan na kalabay nga simana, no? So niyan ang June 2 nagkamayada Memorandum of Understanding signing between the United Nations program and the Australian government. Amo yun ang SHIELD. So, itong SHIELD is an acronym for Strengthening Institutions and Empowering Localities Against Disasters and Climate Change. So, sponsored din by the Australian government. Nagtikang actually nakalabay nga tuig, kundi para yan nga tuig, mayada mga upat nga mga priority provinces. Amoy niyan Agusan del Norte, Eastern Samar, Quezon, and Davao Oriental. Nga nagkamayadan hinira SHIELD niya na nakalabay nga tuig, Memorandum of Understanding signing daman dito Northern Samar ng Agusan del Sur. So napaka importante ning partnership with the provincial government, of course with the Australian government and the United Nations Development Program o UNDP. So siguro ito ni papakyana what's in it for Eastern Samar. Itong SHIELD magbubuhat himpag co-design with the province hinusa nga package para intervention towards building resilience. Itong resilience pagiging mailob, Sir Neil, pagiging mailobon in the areas of developing data ecosystems for resilience planning and decision making, risk-based land use planning and investment programming, access to climate and disaster funding facilities, developing resilient livelihood enterprises, business continuity planning, strengthening multi-stakeholder partnerships for resilience. Ano po yung resilience na sinasabi natin? Maram naman kita nga dinihaton probinsya, permi kita at risk itong mga disasters like typhoons, bisan itong linog, mayat maya na natin mga pag-atakin paglinog, ano? So, importante ko upay nga sana for the longest time after Yolanda, we have come to realize and learned our lessons bahiniton nga mga sugadin nga mga panitabo. So, what is best dapat sana is andam kita, ngan, of course, maaram kita itat pagbubuhaton. And nagpapasalamat lang kita through the years gihapon nga nakatalawas na kitahan ang grabe nga distrosong ginbuhatan Yolanda ngan Ruby nga typhoons, and yet sin pangani ni Governor dira ni pagyakan dira ni Memorandum of Understanding signing parang vicious cycle yan. Not only through the years but through the decades, bisan pa natin mga kaapoy-apuyan pa siya na init problema. So ang naging vicious cycle is inaatake kita yung bagyo, we're trying to recover and then back to basic, back to zero. Sana itong makulawan hining Memorandum of Understanding is yung tinatawag natin na resilience, na sana if we indulge ourselves into agriculture or any other forms of businesses, mas maging resilient kita na hindi masyadong dependent kita itong mga aids or whatsoever. So sana makabulig talaga ining shield towards the economic side when it comes to preparedness and resilience. Kasi kung ano rin lang sa tao din lang.
So from the acronym itself,
yes.
SHIELD.
Oh, SHIELD.
We should always be
Panagang.
prepared for any what they call this calamity that might come. No?
So bago ko magpakihana, baka kakuha ba kita yung pondo itong provincial government, pinaagi ng UNDP and the Australian government. Diri po direkta tikang haira, pero yung Australian government is funding it until 2028. Pero pwede hira mag-introduce itong mga funding organizations para naman hit whatever projects nga pagbubuhaton itong probinsya Sinarangan.
Yes, actually I was so lucky to be with them after MOA.
Ikaw nag-tour sa kanila, diba?
I toured them to particularly to places where the places are vulnerable.
Yes.
No? We went to these towns which were badly hit by Yolanda and other typhoons.
Yes.
No? So they proposed projects and they even suggested some mitigating projects that might be funded by the UNDP or might be asked by UNDP to be delivered in these particular areas.
Yes, katungan na itong tuig, ano? So hopefully we will be able to feel itong era siring pa nga presence din ng provincial Sinarangan Samar. In fact, they're going to hire parang provincial coordinator for this particular project.
Particularly the Australian aid.
The Australian aid or the Australian government and the Australian Embassy here in the Philippines. Again, nagpapasalamat kita ira pagkonsiderahan probinsya Sinarangan Samar, and we look forward to a very mutual nga klase pagibuligay because they also learn from us with the way we are, and of course ito naton unique nga sitwasyon din ng probinsya.
They look at us as rich in terms of calamities because may ada ta na Nobel, may ada ta pa ring.
Yung ano,
we are in the Ring of Fire. Tapos typhoon belt pa kita.
Para yun lang. No? Pero iba pa rin sana yung talagang andam kita.
But then they were so amazed at the resiliency of all Istihanons.
True.
Nagdaan na daw ang lahat.
It's become a way of life.
Still, maganda pa rin ang Eastern Samar.
Pero sana nga, yung tinatawag nating resilience, it's sana talagang kitaan in a better light. Na hindi yung dapa, bangon. Para at least sana man kung dumapa tayo, hindi na masyadong dapang-dapa, ano? With our preparedness and with the help of these different agencies that we are.
NGOs.
Again, thank you very much. And karigla natin i-congratulate. Nagkamaya na natin gutay nga selebrasyon para natin first batch of graduates sa isang professional, isang pamilya program. May ada 31 natin nga first batch graduates. And nagkamaya na in simple nga programa in honor of them. Nakato Governor Bene Bardone, Vice Governor Maricar Season Gutisan, and of course natin mga provincial board members para at least i-congratulate her personally, and of course may ada mga ginsumat nga okay diri na human iton paghatag in serbisyo parte ito ng edukasyon after they graduate. They are given the opportunity kung kailangan nila ng assistance para ito nila board examination, may ada yes, may ada may papadangat para haira, and of course yun nga job opportunities as well para haira. So congratulations, first batch of isang professional, isang pamilya program, and kayo yung pioneer batch, and we are showing this, we are having this special program para hayo to inspire others nga bulig itong programa, no?
Okay, yes.
There are more graduating students to come in the next years, and yun nga nag-i-invite kami if you belong to the identified barangays para ini nga programa, ayaw ka mo pag-alang, bulig ka mo ini nga programa, darakay dako ka upay itong may bubulig ito yung pag-eskwela, bulig itong iyong kaganak, nga eventually kung makahumang ka mo, bulig nga dahil itong iyong hugos nga pamilya.
Again, for those who are inquiring how to, okay, may ada na itong page, ito na aton, isang professional, isang pamilya, and itong mga requirements at qualifications sa ato nakasurat.
Yes.
Ngan kung ikaw nga nanay, may naning trabaho, DQ ka na.
Di God naman. I mean,
May DQ na hira kay disqualified kasi may ada man means.
basta ang requirement lang is walang professional
Walang
pa.
professional pa sa
Nobody in the family has ever graduated. Nagpapakabuhi mga kag-anak, ano? So hindi na ibig sabihin porque may trabaho disqualified.
What I mean
Because,
is may ada na professional din.
yeah, yun.
Pamilya.
Yun yung, kaya nga isang professional, isang pamilya.
may dako actually, binbibinatunan.
Okay.
Kaya ano nga hirala kuno.
Okay,
Oo, sa wala
so-
ko na. Single mom man ko na.
Okay, so
kaya ano nga diri.
ang asating lang talaga.
Nga sa anak, wala na din eh. May nakuno pamilya.
Okay, so may po mga requirements talaga. So pwede man kamo makipag-chat ha ako if in case you have questions regarding this program. Again, magpapadayon in the next school year.
Ngan last week also, kuya man last Friday nagkamay ada kitahan 47th SIPAD Assembly.
Yes, of course.
Samar Island Partnership for Peace and Development. Nga kundi naging bisita naton ang DILG Secretary Yusekan
Donor Avalos.
Yusekan
Tourism.
ENR and representative and aton tourism secretary.
Yes.
And aton regional director Karen Chopez.
Yes, of course. Again, daming ganap, ano?
Pusong liwat ini.
Napakaraming ganap the past 2 weeks, and of course nagpapasalamat lang kita nga like for example ito natin mga high-ranking officials ito national government do come and para kita ni itong sitwasyon din na natin probinsya.
And of course, nagpapasalamat liwat ni Governor Ben Bardone and sugad man ang iya maanyag nga asawa, Ma'am Grace, ang iyo pag hatag din panahon ng ira imbitasyon.
Yes, of course. Happy Fiesta. Okay. So, mabalik ito natong programa, Serbisyo Probinsyal.
Kaugop Niyo.
Kataliwan yung pipera nga mga pahinumdum.
Kauguphan mga istihanon, kaugup hapag serbisyo, kabakyang hapag batonan iyong mga pakyana, panginsayod, han mga informasyon, bahin han mga natatabo, kasinarangan samar, igdalagay, binhiya program.
May ada mga kabataan, mga batanon, nga tinatabangan na itong kinabuhi. Damo aira, itong may ada na babarakan, unahadlukan. May ada naman na diri na nga nihin kabuhi. Tungod kay haira pag-abat o pagtanaw, waray nakarawat una higugma haira. Usahay, ginbabasol pa nga ni Nira ang ira mga kaanak. Tungod hindamo nga mga problema nga natikan nga hawan ira pamilya. Kapag katinuod, maupay iton kinabuhi. Oray mas mamaupay pa kayhan kinabuhi. Kay kung mahiintindihan la, bisan pangani ang mga problema, mga kabarakan, mga ayat o mga challenges. Nakakabulig ini, base pakusgon ang kasing-kasing, ang kadatagsa, o ang kinabuhi. Ang batanon nga nadiri o nga diri naagihin kakurian, natitigurang nga maluya, malubay, oray kusog, o diri nagiging malipayon. Sanggit ayaw igraot hinbuot kung usahay naagi hindamo nga mga pagsubok han imo kinabuhi. Lugod, pagpasalamat nga buhi ka.
Kauguphan mga istihanon, kaugup hapag serbisyo, kabakyaang hapagbaton han iyo mga pakyana, panginsayod han mga informasyon, bahin han mga natatabo, kasinarangan samar, igdalagay, binhiha programa, Serbisyo Probinsyal, Kaugop Niyo, kaugup liwat hapagpadayagan adon turismo ngan kultura ha Eastern Samar, Serbisyo Probinsyal, Kaugop Niyo, Serbisyo Probinsyal, Kaugop Niyo. In focus on the latest informations and concerns of the provincial government of Eastern Samar. Mamatian ta ang atong bisita. Get to know our special guest. In focus. In focus.
Yes, we are back para ang Serbisyo Probinsyal Kaugop Niyo June 14 edition. And we have with us para maglagay iton mga activities para iton 16th City Charter Day celebrations. No less than Mr. Rupert Andil, ito natin information officer and City of Borongan, airport manager, also yes, sa tourism na rin. Okay. Good morning, Sir Rupert, and welcome back.
Good morning po. Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. So, ika-16 ng anibersaryo ng City of Borongan. So, what's in store para sa ating mga Boronganon, mga bisita at mga pupunta rito?
Ibanggitin ko lang na pinag-uusapan natin ang seniority ninyong dalawa dahil naabutan niyo yung visit ng city. Kasi it's good to look back di ba? The process of...
I was 10 years old.
Okay, sige.
If you were 16.
Pero it's good to have that to reminisce that process. We celebrate the cityhood.
Yes.
By championing the will of the people.
Oh, yes.
Kasi hindi lang siya in-enact na mga mambabatas lang nag-decision, but all Boronganos or majority of Boronganos voted for the cityhood on June 20, 16 years ago.
Okay. So,
sorry.
After
ano naman yan wisdom and seniority is really a good
ang dami namin pagpapasalamat na umabot kami sa ganitong panahon.
At least magiging senior citizen ka na.
Oo, in a year's
time.
20 days mo.
Pero we have to share that also kasi the younger generation did not go through the process of having that.
At least tayo, bumoto tayo.
Of course, parte tayo ng cityhood. Imagine that there's only one city in the province of Eastern Samar. So, that's quite something, di ba?
Nakaantig ng puso kasi, di ba, Boronganos voted for the cityhood. Talagang pinagdesisyonan ng mga Boronganos na maging city tayo.
Yes.
Willing sila na maging city na ang Borongan.
I deserve naman din.
And put in the effort to promote our city.
Slowly but surely, we're getting there. Mas deserve natin maging city na. Di ba? Okay.
Anong activities natin?
Ito, sige.
Yes, okay.
So, the city, the theme or the title of the cityhood or Charter Month celebration is Embracing Technology for a Golden Dawn. celebrating 16 years of good governance in Borongan City. Kaya po natin na in-adopt yung embracing technology for a Golden Dawn kasi nga po, di ba, we're the city of Golden Sunrise.
Yes.
And we want to adopt the technology to make the services for our constituents more efficient.
Yes.
Kasi po, para makatipid din tayo ng resources, we have to adopt technology also to provide the social services that everybody deserves.
Okay.
Yan din po ang isa sa mga flagship program na in-adopt natin this year when we went to Isabela to attend the first International Smart City Convention as the representative of Eastern Samar, the city. Tayo po, DOST decided to launch the first Smart City Assessment and Adaptation Roadmap. So tayo po sa Region 8 ang nauna. So that's why we were very proud to say that it will be a template also for other municipalities that can adopt for the whole province. Pero iyan po ang target natin. We celebrate the cityhood by adopting technology.
That's really nice. Okay, so in terms of when we say technology, does this mean pwede na tayong pumasok in terms of say job opportunities like BPOs dito?
Meron po tayong it's in the works that we want to launch the first BPO. Hopefully by the end of the year. Mayroon na po tayong Boronganon na nag-ocular to check where we can set up, how we can set up, and what kind of personnel that we can use.
So yun yung call centers po. Para itong mga interesado, I mean, if you will just be working here in Borongan and working in a call center, that's big deal, di ba? Less ang amount ng operations nyo, cost of operations. You'll just be here, work from home, or merong isang identified na lugar, and then call centers pay much better.
Maganda nga po yung model ng Isabela State University when they launched the Smart City campaign. They were able to establish also the BPO inside the campus.
That's nice.
As a laboratory or model. Parang nagko-complement yung kanilang direction ng creating the Smart City for Isabela with the academe part.
True. In fact, there years back, di ba, Sir Neil, merong consideration na gawing magtayo ng call center sa SU.
Maganda po yan model.
And I think the provincial government has also plans na udlot lang because of the availability of the trainer. I think.
Okay, so that's really nice. It's something to look forward to within the year.
Yes, hopefully po. Kasi aside from that, we're preparing for the infrastructure that we need. Katulad po nito, buti nga po, meron ng other telco companies available sa Borongan. Because we have the Starlink that we can deploy to the remote barangays also for them to access the technology adaptation program that we're using. Kasi po, yung connectivity is really a main factor. Malaking bagay po yan. That's why embrace na namin yung technology adaptation kasi kailangan na po natin. Even po yung sa libreng sakay natin. May good news po kami pero hindi pa pwedeng formally announce that the libreng sakay, we will have a national partner to provide cards.
That's really
na pwede ba rin magamit sa digital transactions for finances.
Ayan, damo na itaguhulat hit na
sorry.
Kasi talagang, ako nakasakay na ako from Baybay to the airport. Talagang very convenient yung bus na yun.
We're the only city place, not only city, LGU or airport operation center that has free shuttle rides for passengers in the whole country. First din po yan.
Okay, so padayon yung mga sugal din. And then I've also seen a post na parang part of the celebration ng city charter would be yung kasalang bayan, which will be held dun sa napaka-romantic na lugar, yung Sea of Clouds. Sea of Clouds dito Barangay Ibaco.
I heard that ihahatiin yung sa mga northern barangays na magpapakasal doon sa Ibaco. How about on the southern side? How about yung sa northern side, saan naman?
Dito tayo sa Baybay.
Sa Baybay.
Wedding naman, beach wedding naman tayo.
Beach
Mga
wedding.
urantik.
Oo,
Swerte
yun
nga
na.
nila, no?
Oo, swerte
Diba?
nila. I've come to witness one yung sa beach wedding dito.
Yung previous.
Mainit nga lang pero my God.
But if it is
it's so
that early in the
Instagrammable.
Yes.
It's so Instagrammable. So, kailan ito mangyayari, sabi ko?
Our beach, dahil ba akong Sea of Clouds, actually, we're proposing several names for it. One is Borong Vista Point in Nature Park.
Mm-hmm.
But the wedding there will be early morning.
Oh, yun nga. Dapat agap magmata talaga.
Kasi sa carrying capacity rin ng lugar, we can't accommodate more than 30 couples yata. And it will serve our residents in the barangays near.
Historic, romantic.
Yes, okay. They'll go down in history as the first na kinasal dun sa Sea of
Ang ganda,
Clouds.
actually, ang ganda.
Super ganda.
Pwede nga
As in.
tayo mag-create ng mga wedding events doon
Yes,
for private
yung mga
individuals.
yung mga antag dyan, pre-nuptial na mga wedding shots, di ba? Photos, mga ganyan. So,
Pero Sir Manny, Kuya Neil, yung wedding sa Baybay, afternoon na, parang hindi mainit.
oo.
Kasi naman yung Quezon. So
Yung-
makapagpahinga naman yung civil registrar's office natin after the early morning.
Yes, early
Sigipat na sa
I think
Baybay.
it's even more romantic in
Sunset.
the afternoon, sa
Oo,
sunset.
sunset.
Maganda rin yung
Oo.
tama ng
Oo.
araw kasi
Oo.
hindi na siya
Yeah.
against the light.
Mm.
When we take pictures sa beach, maganda na yung
na
araw.
buhay.
Hindi
Yeah,
naman
that's true.
hihingit ang mga kinasal.
Let's just hope for a fine weather.
Oo naman, mga petat weather until September kasi nga El Nino.
But we're setting up the big tent for the wedding. So everybody, pag umulan man tayo, medyo
But I
matatakpan
prefer
tayo.
yung beach
Open.
wedding open.
Yeah.
I-prepare lang yung tent, but
Pasok lang pag
pasok.
umulan tayo.
Also, we have your agri-products
Yes.
Trade fair.
na
Yes.
ongoing pa rin.
Yes,
Dahil
Dukwag
sa-
Agri Trade Fair will run until June 20. Naka more than 1 million na tayo in sales.
Okay.
Gosh, hindi excluding the book. It's
that's actually
maganda na po yan since we started, di ba, last year,
Mm.
talking about it. We had several trade fairs. So that
at
will
least
be
halos every month.
Mm.
So hopefully sa November sa amin, sa province naman.
yes. So,
Ano din siya, parang gagawin naming week-long celebration.
so that will also be the answer to the prevailing question. Magpo-produce kami, saan ibibenta?
Oh yeah, sure.
So ngayon, ang problema,
Ganap ng market.
natatawa nga ako kasi first day, bumibili ako ng mga saging na red.
Mm.
Ayaw niya paubos.
Kasi
Kasi wala na daw siyang
Wala
display. Sabi ko, di ba maganda yung problema mo na?
Oo, naubos na kagad.
Ayaw mo bang mabenta o gusto mo i-display? Sabi ko, ibigin ko na nga lahat eh. Para ano.
Okay. So yun yan.
Maganda po yan. Kasi na maganda na mention ni Kuya Neil na hey, everybody
Continuous
creates
na,
an opportunity to market
Yeah,
their produce.
Exactly. Oh.
Masarap din puntahan eh na meron tayong ganon. Trade fair sa
And,
province, city, kung saan.
that's the very venue na hinahanap nila.
Yes.
Kaysa naman babaratin sila sa pwesto
Oo,
nila.
yes.
Why not yung
Tabuan.
tao nang pupunta sa pwesto o sa isang area kung saan mahahanap na doon yung mga hinahanap ng tao.
Saka I think they enjoy it more.
Oo.
Magkakasama sila sa isang lugar.
Tsaka
Maraming
very
bisita.
accessible.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
even our UNDP guests, tsaka yung taga-Australian government enjoyed that. Nandun si Shanti to
No, nakita ko nga.
Yeah,
eh.
para,
bumisita
ano,
sa trade fair.
Yes, so maganda yan.
Hanggang 20 po ang ating trade fair.
Mhm.
Oh, ikaw ang natoka doon kasi I was busy.
Yes, of course. At saka yung ano naman, what's in store for the big day itself?
Sa June 19, aside from our mass wedding sa Hibakong and sa Baybay, we're good news po na we're opening the new departure terminal for the airport.
Ooh, ang bilis last time I was there, it was under construction na.
And do I heard it right na parati ng puno ang ating
Oo, yun nga. Saan pa
flights?
yung kukumusta natin?
Actually, 12 flight days in a row hanggang ngayon, fully booked tayo. Sa
Oh,
LGU
that's-
side But for the PAL side, nakikita namin na almost 90% na yung capacity.
Oo.
Wow, that's really good. That's really good. Para ma-sustain natin.
Parang tayo na yata ang pinakamurang flight cost sa Region 8. Itong period na to. Kasi
Correct. Oh,
mahal
I agree.
sa Tacloban ngayon eh.
I agree. In fact, nakabook na naman tayo for another flight.
So that's the good news. We were in Manila yesterday with the mayor and two of our councilors, si Councilor Chu saka si Councilor Ang. and our city legal, the city of Borongan signed a memorandum of agreement with Kaap, first in the history of Kaap in the Philippines, that an LGU is developing an airport through its funds.
Wow. Okay. Walang assistance?
Kasi nga po,
national government assistance.
kasi nga po, ang natin, ang sentiment natin, especially rin sentiment ng leadership natin, si Mayor and all of the elected officials, hindi na tayo makapaghintay. We have to help ourselves.
True.
Kung kaya naman natin gawin yung kailangan natin, umpisa natin.
Political will lang talaga.
Saka it will signify also to the national government na we're doing our part. Hindi naman lang kami maasa lang sa humihingi. But we want to work on it together.
At saka, yun nga, pasalamat na rin tayo sa support ng lahat ng Estehanon for supporting this plan
Yes,
ng Borongan.
Actually, the province is pinakamaraming bookings in terms of travel order and visit.
Yeah, silent lang kasi yung memo. Hindi kasi pwedeng magpalabas ng memo. But then,
Pero in terms of justifying the travel, we're the cheapest.
in one of the
option.
meetings kasi, in one of the meetings with the tourism officers, with the LCEs and MDRRMOs, in-assure namin si Mayor Dayan na lahat ng travels, official travels, dito na sa Borongan.
Okay. So, it's real nice.
Marami nga po tayong mga bisita na nagkakaroon na tayo ng clients from the northern Samar, Pacific side. Kasi nga po cheaper na rin sa atin and the road access, di ba parang mahirap pa po yata tumawid towards
layo pa
Katarman
naman
area.
9 hours na travel yun.
Arteche is one of the most active municipalities in terms of booking. I think sila talaga pinaka-affected nung going to Tacloban dahil sila pinakamalayo Pero it's a good sign. So, we made history again for having the first of its kind development activity in a national agency area. We designed our own new departure terminal. May good news po ako. Ngayon ko lang sasabihin. Announce ko na dahil show nyo naman po ito. As part of our promotion for our place, the departure terminal will also house our local artists' work. So, our airport, I don't know if it's internationally, will be the first art gallery terminal in
so yung mga ating grupo who are into visual arts will be displaying their work.
Nakausap po natin ating mga local artists. Yung mga paintings nila can be sold there.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's an avenue for them to sell their work. At the same time, we project that we help our
Hopefully,
local
pag
community.
natapos na yung mga pinagagawa namin sa mga tourism officers, we will also be displaying some.
Actually, Kuya Neil, hinihintay ko lang yung kung ano yung mga gusto nyong i-promote natin.
True.
We will
Yes.
place it at the airport. Actually, lahat ng municipalities will have a place there.
Actually, nagkakandao-gaga na yung mga tourism officers.
Ano ko lang, request ko lang sa airport coffee, please.
Kaya mag-alala, Sir
Like
Manny, in the new departure terminal, mas malaki na yung capacity ng space versus sa actual seats ng aeroplano.
Oh.
So that's 20% more space than the actual seats. Para po komportable. And we can have our own refreshment area there,
That's
managed
nice.
by the city.
That's nice.
Pero lahat po ng gusto magpabenta na produkto, the city will manage it for you. Ang nagtatanong po kasi sino pwede magbenta. Consignment.
Kanya, consignment.
Para wala pong walang favoritism, walang masabing may pinipili. Just turn over their products to the tourism office. The tourism office will sell it for you.
Okay, that's
Hindi ka na
nice.
mag-hire magbantay.
Yes.
Oo. Yeah.
Less ang
Wala ka ng cost.
Less yung parang on the part
Pag
of
nabenta,
operations.
may bibigay sa yung sales. But that consignment basis.
That's nice. Okay, so a lot of things that we are to look forward to in terms of development sa city of Borongan, and
is
yun na nga.
happening already.
Yes, and more power to you, Sir Rupert. And thank you for all the initiatives that you have created.
And of course,
para
Mayor
naman-
Dayan
Yeah, of course, Mayor
Dayan.
Dayan for all the
Ever
support.
supportive
Yes.
Mayor of the city of
Of
Borongan.
course, yung Vice Mayor Eman Chisongco and the rest of our sangguniang panglungsod. Ipapasalamat kami for doing your jobs real well, going the extra mile even, di ba? Para talaga kitaan natin itong development din ni Han City and Borongan. Yes. Sir Rupert, anything else? May message ka pa?
Additional lang, kasi the other activities, we posted it on our Facebook group. So marami pa tayong sports. A overview, we have a free jiu-jitsu clinic by Jamie Boy. Yung most may medal athlete ng Borongan competing all over the Philippines. Nag-volunteer siya. We'll be having an open water swim. Ocular by the national coach, and inviting everybody, not only Boronganos, to participate because as part of our commitment to our DepEd and to our athletes, not only in the city but for the whole province. Dami nating body of water, wala tayong swimmers. So every Friday kami, ako personally,
I was supposed to say that.
Every Friday, nag-start na ako ng routine. I swim. We start 6:30 a.m. We swim almost half a kilometer. So we're inviting everyone to train with us. And we're willing to train the kids. That's why we're inviting also. Commitment na kasi. Dami nating tubig, wala tayong swimmers.
True. What about yung diving sites natin?
Isa yan
sa dinedevelop.
Okay.
For June 20 naman, we have the first night parade. Kasi dati, umaga. Diba? We have to wake up early,
mainit ngayon.
Tapos pag nagpaparade, nandun sa shade, sabi natin, gabi na lang.
Para mas masaya.
And we're offering recognition and recognition for participating agencies, organizations, individuals, families, na mag-participate ka sa night parade, will give you recognition of your participation. May judging eh. Tapos, once we end, to start from the City Plaza after Thanksgiving Mass, matapos sa bye-bye, meron po tayong free concert for everyone.
Wow. Okay, so that's on June 20.
May invite po tayo na very popular band.
Yeah.
Baka i-announce namin tomorrow kung sino.
Okay.
But, medyo ano po sila, pagkakaguluhan sila. As part of our celebration. So yung June 20 natin, puro yung fun.
Okay.
Tapos yung June 19 kasi, that's a more serious event. Including Pasidungog.
Pasidungog.
Our
awards.
Awards recognizing the civil servants, at the same time, private individuals.
Okay. So thank you very much, Sir Rupert. And all the best sa City of Borongan, kay Mayor Diane Agda.
Watch out for the coming activities of the city.
Yes, of course. Nagpapasalamat kami sa inyo. Kabakyang kami niyo, ito provincial government, for all the plans, programs, projects ng City of Borongan, because we are part of the success of the City of Borongan as well.
Thank you. Salamat po. Salamat sa inyo.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Mabalik kita kataliwan ng piperang mga pahinumdom.
Kaugop han mga istihanon, kaugop hapag serbisyo, kabahyang hapagbaton han iyong mga pakyana, panginsayod han mga impormasyon, bahin han mga natatabo, kasinarangan samar, igdalagay, binhiha programa, Serbisyo Probinsyal, Kaugop Niyo, kaugop liwat hapagpadayagan atong turismo, ngan kultura ha Eastern Samar, Serbisyo Probinsyal, Kaugop Niyo, Serbisyo Probinsyal, Kaugop Niyo.
Diri naton pwede igwaray sa payan an aton kalibungan, an kalikasan, o an environment. Naabat ta kita katanan itong resulta adton kawaray naton pagdibali an kalibungan. Iton aton kaguguban an kakahuyan nati kanipis nadadarot na. Asya ini itong rason kung kay ano na usala kagad nga uuran nagbababaha na an aton mga salog.
Kaugop han mga istihanon, kaugop hapag serbisyo, kabahyang hapagbaton han iyong mga pakyana, panginsayod han mga impormasyon, bahin han mga natatabo, kasinarangan samar, igdalagay, binhiha programa, Serbisyo Probinsyal, Kaugop Niyo, kaugop liwat hapagpadayagan atong turismo, ngan kultura ha Eastern Samar, Serbisyo Probinsyal, Kaugop Niyo, Serbisyo Probinsyal, Kaugop Niyo.
Ay, balik kita. Balik kita mga kasangkayan, Serbisyo Probinsyal.
Kaugop Niyo.
Bisa ni karami la, napupuno kitang programa, and we are so thankful that we have friends na pwede natin nga huguton.
Oo, bisan ko una ko pa niya kasi mga simana.
Yes, of course.
Yes, pero kay damo iti event, mamadamo pa iti event.
Yes. Ang ating igindadasig nga
yes.
Miss Eastern Summer, niyan Miss Universe Philippines, Miss Irish Ramos, welcome back.
Hello, Sir Neil, Sir Manny. Thank you for having me today.
Yes, finally may interview na natin no? Kasi hi hello lang kita mga nakalabay ng mga adlaw kasi hectic kaniya schedule. Okay, sige. First question. How has your life changed after joining Miss Universe Philippines?
Well, it has changed a whole lot. A lot of opportunities has opened, and I have realized that I have a lot of untapped potential and skills because during my Miss Universe journey, we have to go through a lot, and so we also get to realize that we can do beyond what we usually thought we can't. And there's a lot of things that open up. I'm weighing the opportunities that are opening up for me, and at the same time, it's not just an opportunity for me to grow, but also an opportunity for the province of Eastern Samar.
Yes, exactly. Sino bang naka-inspire him? Who prodded you? Nagkumbinser him na bulig.
Oh, okay. Well,
Tinurian kami yan, actually.
well, it is known naman because I think in one of my posts I mentioned na when I won my when I won the national costume competition, I mentioned that a lot has been actually encouraging me to pursue national pageant, but it was the call from our town priest that made me do it. Because feeling ko, hala pa di ina't natawag. Feeling ko it's God's calling for me. So, how will I say no? How can I say no? So, that's when I submitted my online application for Miss Universe, and the rest is history.
From what I've heard, pang-apat ka raw na tinawag doon sa finalists no, yung top 40 pa, yung first time na pinakilala.
Po.
Pangatlo.
Dun sa
Imagine
top
na.
40, the first time
Oh my
during the
God.
final
So,
screening.
Did you ever expect it na parang may laban ako, pasok pa ako?
Honest to goodness, I didn't think I'd make it in. I was just thinking na, okay, this is a calling from a priest, from God. I'll give it a try. And then, I wasn't ready. I didn't have a team. I wasn't prepared. Wala akong training. I just went there, to test the waters because I'm also aging out. So I just wanted to find out how it goes and eventually be able to share naman to the local beauty queens how the national pageant goes, even if hanggang final screening lang ako, for example. So when I got called, pangatlo pa, in my head, hindi talaga ako masaya. Yung nag-blackout ako, and then I was like, so paano na? I didn't prepare for this. I don't have a team. Tapos sunod-sunod, hindi siya tulad ng the past 3 years because it was a pandemic kind of pageant. So everything was live for Miss Universe this year.
Oh yeah. And you got to travel more, di ba?
Yes.
Imagine yung costume was in Tacloban.
Yeah, we went to we had the Eastern Visayas tour. We went to Boracay, we went to Palawan. Yes.
Diba? So, yun yung talagang posible for any local beauty pageant enthusiast o bioconera na tinatawag, contesera sa mga beauty contest na pwedeng pasukin, ma-penetrate ang national pageant.
That's right.
You don't necessarily have to be discovered by somebody who's a queen maker of sorts,
That's right.
diba? Parang you can come on your own.
Yes, I went there as an independent candidate with just friends and people like Sir Neil and of course the LG of Artache backing me up. It's just it.
That's true. No, kumusta naman yung experience? I mean, how was it like? Pressure and all, yung expectations versus reality.
Okay, pressure wasn't that much because I was a first timer. So I was fine with winning or not winning as long as I can take something back, as long as I gain a knowledge and then be able to share it to local beauty queens. So it wasn't that much, but yung expectation and reality, malaking contrast. So initially I thought na, diba, as a pageant fan, parang merong mga away ang mga beauty queens, merong mga siraan ng gamit and all those stuff. But fortunately for my batch, we were very close-knit. we're like sisters, we're close friends. There weren't veterans and newbies. Everybody was friendly, everybody was being nice. I was always with veterans like Samantha Panlilio and Emmanuel Vera or Emmanuel Cam. And sometimes Michelle B would join us also. And Pauline was one of my first friends in the competition, Pauline and CJ Opiasa. So I was usually with front runners, and that's when I realized na hindi pala ganun dito, hindi pala ganun yun, yung nakikita natin sa online na parang nagsisiraan or nagsasabotahehan, wala. Kulang na lang ipahiram namin yung undergarments namin pag kulang ka ng undergarments. Ganong level. There was this one time when we had guesting sa TikTok Lock, and yung damit ko, medyo nakikita yung side boob natin. So, Miss Bacolod, Jan Marie, she sew it for me because we had no one. Most of the time, we're not accompanied with handlers, unlike in local pageants.
Oh, yes.
So, independent talaga ang mga beauty queens sa national pageants. So you have to do your own makeup also, retouch, pero may standby team ang Miss Universe Philippines. That's what's nice with Miss Universe, no? They have a standby hair and makeup team that can touch up yung makeup mo, yung hair mo.
In your heart and in your mind, were you ever starstruck, threatened, or challenged in the course of the pageant?
Inspired, always inspired. Each time I hear my co-candidates, not just the veterans, not even the newbies, each time I hear their stories, because we usually have sharing and we usually have assessment and we usually have to post something. Each time I hear them and I read it, I feel like there's so much, there's so much heart in every girl's heart, and there's so much story to tell. And I was just so blessed to be in the same batch as all of these beauty queens. Grabe talaga, sobrang inspirational ng lahat. Everybody had struggles of their own, and everybody surpassed all of these struggles with grace. And talaga yung batch namin, we're very faithful and religious batch. We pray together, we do a lot of sharing of verses together. So,
so you've been going around the region.
Yeah.
Kumusta naman?
Gaya ng sabi ko nung dumating ako sa Borongan, sobrang nakakataba ng puso, no? But at the same time, it's also an eye-opener that there's something more in Eastern Visayas that we can showcase to the rest of the world. May it be through national pageantry or through other platforms. Nung pagdating ko, it was my first time to arrive through I board a plane sa Borongan City Terminal. So, nung pagka-landing namin, I was with my Manila team, tapos gandang-ganda sila dun sa view ng Whale Island. So, gandang-ganda sila dun pa lang, tapos sabi nila, Irish, ang dami pa. So, that's when I realized that my journey doesn't stop here. There's a lot more to showcase. And I feel actually bad because during the tourism video, we weren't able to showcase that because it was a different attack. It was a different kind of tourism video that Miss Universe wanted. So we had to revise our Miss Universe video because they wanted a her story video, not a tourism video. That's why we weren't able to showcase. Kaya sabi namin, because we weren't able to showcase it during the her story video, we have to do good during the national costume competition. Every municipality has to be represented, and that's what we did.
Okay, that's why you won.
Yes.
So
pag iniwol-iwol
pero ang galing talaga.
Padulong inspired.
Yes, so
it was no doubt I was outside the country when I was watching it, and I told my roommates, Irish will win the national costume because the competition is best in national costume, not national costume.
That's true.
yeah, so what's in store for Irish Ramos, Miss Eastern Summer after MUP?
Well, right now I'm doing a lot of work with different, LGUs who are tapping me for, and government departments who are tapping me for several events. So, and I'm also, I don't know if I can already say this, but Kuya Nards and I are already planning on doing something, a vlog of some sort or a YouTube channel that will showcase Eastern Visayas, not just Eastern Samar, but the whole Eastern Visayas. And let's see if we'll have another pageant in the coming year.
Of course. You can always join anytime. Look at the awards back, di ba? At saka, for as long as you're very capable and very saleable, I don't think you should stop. Diba?
Especially now that the national pageant scene has, or even the international has extended yung age limits. So, aging out is not a problem anymore.
Exactly.
So you stop eating.
Huwag naman, grabe. When I saw her last time, yun na nga, pero the last time I saw her, yung UNDP signing, you were at the Capitol, di ba? For Thanksgiving
yung homecoming.
My God, sabi ko, you should eat. You should eat kasi, my God, so skinny.
Well, baka naman sabihin ng mga tao that I'm on a diet and I don't eat. I eat a lot. It's just that we're so busy and we lack on sleep and rest. Kaya talaga, kahit anong gawin, kahit ilang cups ng rice yan, papayat talaga tayo.
Only rice ka?
Actually, sa Miss Universe, yung batch namin, yung batch na hindi nagda-diet. Oo, usually mauubusan yung caterer ng pagkain sa amin. Surprisingly, yun, lahat kami, rice, carbs, pizza, marami, malakas kumain yung batch namin. Minsan nga, yung RM namin ay sasabi, girls, may swimsuit competition, bukas tataba kayo. Dito na lalaki, dito. Tapos kami sabi namin, bukas pa naman yan, okay lang yan.
It's so nice to sit down and chat with you, Iris. Wish we had more time, And anyway, this is not the last time.
Take us, sandali. Take us to that moment when your name was called as
the top 10.
Oh, I was so surprised. Kitang-kita naman dun sa video, sa YouTube and even on television. I was so surprised when my name was called because honestly, yung top 18 na tinawag, lahat yun performers. Frontrunners or newbies man, performers talaga yun. Magaling yun umaura, magaling yun magpasarela. So, ako, sabi ko, sa backstage, when I was called, pagkatapos ng top 18 performance ko, sabi ko, I left it all to God, bahala na. Because everyone is deserving, everyone is a performer. Tapos when I got called, sobra akong nabigla. Especially because I was the second to the last one to be called.
That was the time when I tuned in sa phone ko. Eksakto tinatawag yung pangalan mo. Oh my God. So, I was so happy for that. Congratulations on you. You make us all proud. A true-blooded Estehano.
Yeah, naubusan kami ng boses. Nandun kami sa side.
Yeah, they watched you live.
nag-watch ng live.
Of course.
But I wasn't able to see them in person also because after nung event, talagang hatak na rin. Tapos, binalik na kami sa quarters namin.
We are so glad that you're back. Okay? So, you brought us honor. Even without the crown, it was well worth it.
You have represented the Eastern Samar very well. And you spoke of what we are as a people.
Yes, and very competitive. For a first-timer sa National Beauty Competition. Good luck, Irish, with all...
Congratulations sa team.
Yeah, sa team mo,
Yes, of course. And also, my team is mga waray sila. Yung iba hindi pure, but meron silang lineage na waray. So it was headed by, of course, Miss Jana Verdone.
Yes, of course.
And of course, my makeup
Gives a run
artist.
for your money.
Yeah.
Kala ko, beauty tight list din eh. Yeah.
Galing. Si Ate Jana talaga yung tumulong sa akin na magbuo ng team. So of course, my makeup artist is also Celeste Cortez's makeup artist. It's Sir Rog. Also from Northern Samar naman siya. So waray din siya. Tapos we have our hairstylist, si Ate Rosel. And of course, yung cost designer natin, si John Hubert Capito from Oras.
True. I believe pati mga estudyante binulig,
So kami ni Kenneth, I asked Kenneth for some help. Because I was like, let's try out nationals. And then sabi niya, wait, may kilala pa akong magaling. So friends pala sila and classmates sila sa PUP. Then, John Hubert gladly embarked on the journey. Silang dalawa yung kasama ko dun sa filing and final screening. Sila talaga yung kasama ko from day 0 hanggang ngayon.
So, Hubert is based in
Hubert is based in Manila, but he actually helps local beauty queens. Our binibining silang Summer Turismo 2021, Angela, Norwell and Cabell. The Q&A trainer was actually Hubert.
okay.
Okay. So thank you very much. I just wish we had more time. Sabi ko pa nga hindi ito yung last. At saka first time to really sit down with you and talk about these things. And we look forward for more successes in the future. Keep Eastern Samar proud.
Yes.
And every Estehan.
She will be appearing in the provincial tourism video.
Okay. So
Kahit
I look
hindi pa niya
forward to
alam.
that. Okay.
Surprise!
Thank you very much, Irish, for your time. And kulang na kita oras, mga kasangkayan. Salamat ang pagupod hamon. Thanks sa naton guests, Sir Rupert Ambil, and
And of course,
Miss
this
Irish.
Eastern Summer,
Thank you po.
UC,
Thank you.
Irish Ramos.
Salamat nga daan na yung tanan. And of course, please continue to support our program, Serbisyo Probinsyal.
Kaugop Niyo.
Dahil kay din na natin probinsya.
Tao, ito una.
Thank you so much. God bless and stay safe.
Kauguphan mga istihanon, kaugup hapag serbisyo, kabakyang hapagbatonhan iyo mga pakyana, panginsayod, han mga impormasyon, bahinhan mga natatabo, hasinarangan samar, igdalagay, binhiha programa, Serbisyo Probinsyal, Kaugop Niyo, Kaugup liwat hapagmadayagan aton turismo, ngan kultura ha Eastern Samar, Serbisyo Probinsyal, Kaugup Niyo, Serbisyo Probinsyal, Kaugup Niyo.